everyone, so this is a dynamic vinyasa flow that I'm going to take you through today. Please bear with me with the sound quality. I haven't got a microphone just yet, so I'm going to be doing the flow with you so you can sort of see where it's going and see the moves in case my cueing doesn't make any sense. So I'll sort of be a little bit breathless as well as we go through, but I'll try to keep as calm and contained as possible. I hope you're all doing well, and let's get started. So we're going to start lying down on the back. Have the knees bent and the soles of the feet to the ground, and just take a few moments to connect to your breath. Hands can be on the belly or arms out to the side. Relax the jaw and relax the shoulders. Start to feel connected to the earth beneath you. Almost imagine that there's some energy coming up through the earth, connecting to your back body and energizing your whole body, making you feel powerful in this relaxed state. Bring both knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug and sway the knees from side to side. Taking time to warm up the body. Keep the knees drawing into the chest, and then let the head drop from side to side. Feeling the back of the skull move against the ground. Then you're going to lift both feet and both arms up towards the ceiling. The legs don't have to be completely straight. Let them feel quite floppy. And I want you to feel your shoulder blades and your hips and your lower back sort of connected to the ground. And imagine that you're actually connected to the floor beneath you, and then the world gets tipped upside down. So now you're hanging from the floor. It just brings a bit of a new sensation to your fingers and your toes. Feel like the spine is connected to the earth. And feel spacious in the body. And then let the arms flow down beside the body. Bend up the knees, they're at a 90-degree angle. Take your knees over towards the left side, turn your head towards the right. Then use your core, bring your knees back through center, turn the head to the left and take the knees to the right. Just once more like that. You can put a bit of pressure in the arms to help the legs back up. Warming up the core, warming up the rotation of the spine. Bring it back through center. Taking your hands behind the thighs, just start to rock the body forwards and back. Little rocks to start off with, then bigger rocks. Getting a nice massage along the spine. And next time you come up, see if you can catch yourself without taking the feet to the ground. Then reach your fingertips forwards and take your ankles in line with your knees. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, cross the legs over, take the hands out in front and just shuffle your way back into a tabletop pose. So once you're in your tabletop, just look down towards your hands. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide so you've got a good strong base. And as you inhale, you're going to lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, feed your right arm underneath your left. Rest your rest your normal head on the ground, and then lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. Then bend your left arm, take your left arm behind the back, and maybe hook it onto the front of the right thigh. Option to stay here. Option to start to slide your left toes towards the back of the mat. Maybe lifting your left foot away from the floor, put pressure into that right arm. Maybe bend up your left leg. Take your left toes and maybe take a little stretch. So I've done this a million times before, so I sort of know where my balance is in this stretch. But if you start to fall over, don't worry about it. Let go of the ego, it's fine to fall. And when you're ready, release the leg out. Take the left knee to the ground. Left hand back onto mat, right arm lifts up. As you exhale, reach your right fingertips forwards, and as you inhale, reach your left toes back. As you exhale, bring right elbow to left knee, scoop the belly in, and as you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, bring right elbow to left knee, scoop belly. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale once more, scoop belly in. Inhale to lengthen. From here, take your right hand down to the floor, left knee bends, left foot flexes and left hip points towards the ground. Then start to make little pulses, lifting your left foot up towards the ceiling. Really getting into the left glutes. Let's fire them up and warm them up, so the muscles around the pelvis feel more stable. 4 more. Good, and then taking left toes to the ground, just tuck them in, and then push the left heel back to stretch out your calf. And leaving the left toes flexed, start to lift your right knee in towards your chest, and then lift your right heel up towards the ceiling for your 3-legged dog. Keep both hips pointing towards the floor, take a breath in. And as you exhale, step right foot in between the hands. If you need a little shuffle, bring it up. Left knee lowers to the floor, the inhale lifts the arms up. As you exhale, take the hands down, step left foot up to the top of the mat. Lengthen through the spine, find a halfway lift, hands onto shins for this first round. Exhale as you fold forwards. As you inhale, take the arms all the way up to standing, reach high, press the balls of the feet down. And as you exhale, bring hands to heart center, take the arms down beside the body. Close the eyes down here, just have a little sway from side to side. So as I said in my last video, make sure that you're not just copying the shapes that I make, because everyone's shapes look different. I have tight hips, so I have to work different ways with my hips. I have quite long hamstrings, so I have different shapes for my hamstrings when they're involved. So just take, again, instead of looking at me, at what it looks like, think about how it feels like for you. And let's stop that swaying. Find the center of gravity, feel really grounded. Press the feet into the ground and feel like you're growing up from your feet. Take an inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Let your palms meet at the end of your breath, and exhale, let the breath fold you forwards. Inhale to lengthen, halfway lift, flat back, either hands onto shins or fingertips to the ground. Take your right foot to the back of the mat, then left foot to join. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to lower knees to the ground, then bend the elbows to lower the chest. Modified Chaturanga. Lift the chest forwards into baby cobra, elbows draw back. Exhale, send the pelvis back to the heels. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. As you inhale, roll the shoulders over the wrists to find plank. And as you exhale, just your knees lower to the ground, we're coming back into tabletop. As you inhale, left arm lifts up. As you exhale, feed left arm underneath the right and come to rest on the left side of the face. Right arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Bend the right arm, take the right arm behind the back and hook it onto the front of the left thigh. From here, slide your right toes back, maybe hovering the right foot away from the ground. Maybe bending the right knee, taking a hold of the right toes, whoops, with the right hand, and then maybe starting to find a stretch. Take one more breath in, and exhale to release. Take it back with control. Press right hand down, lift left arm back up. Exhale, reach left fingertips forwards. Inhale, reach right toes back. Exhale, bring left elbow to right knee, scoop the belly in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring it all in. Inhale to lengthen. That right leg doesn't have to go high. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale to lengthen. Take left hand to the floor, bend right knee, flex right toes and pulse right heel up towards the ceiling. Keep your right hip pointing towards the floor. Don't let this happen. So you're really firing up the back of the right leg. Keep strong through the core, keep pressing down through the hands. Take another breath in and release it out. So right toes tucked towards the mat. Right leg is still long, you're just stretching back, so you're pressing back through the right heel to stretch out the calf. Then you can keep those right toes tucked, Lift your left knee all the way up and out into your three-legged dog. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, scoop the belly in, step the left foot in between the hands, right knee lowers to the ground. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale, take hands to the floor, step right foot up to the top of the mat. Lengthen through the spine, halfway lift flat back. Exhale, fold your body forwards. Inhale, take the arms all the way up to standing, reach high. Exhale, bring hands to heart center, find your breath. Feel the tailbone drawing down towards your heels and feel your pubic bone lifting up towards your navel. Then feel your navel lift up towards your rib cage and feel that line of energy travel out through the top of your head. Take an inhale, lift the arms up. As you exhale, fold the body forwards. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palm, step left foot to the back of the mat, right foot joins. Take Chaturanga or knees, chest. Inhale into your baby cobra or up dog. And exhale to take it back into your down dog. Connect to your breath. Next, inhale, right heel lift up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend your right knee, stack your right hip on top of the left. Make circles with that right knee. So you're really finding space in the joint, but keep that left knee active. As you inhale, lengthen right leg. As you exhale, step right foot in between the hands. Lower left knee to the ground. Inhale, the arms lift up. This time we're holding for 3 breaths. Put pressure down through the right foot. As you put pressure down, feel the muscles around your legs start to activate. Press down through the top of your left foot. One more breath in. As you exhale, bring hands to heart center. Rotate to the right side. Take left elbow over to right thigh. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to rotate, holding here. 3 breaths. Feel the belly draw away from the right thigh. Take one more breath in. Exhale, take hands to the ground, step left foot up to the top of the mat. Lengthen through the spine, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold the body forwards. Inhale, take the arms all the way up to standing. This time, exhale, folding straight away forwards, hands to the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take the hands down. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, left foot joins, find plank, and then take it through Chaturanga or knees and chest. Inhale to lift up. And exhale to take the pelvis up and back. If you want to go deeper here, you can start to walk the hands back, just a hand length so you're shortening your down dog. Then start to take your right hand over to left thigh, calf or ankle. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to rotate and look underneath that left arm. Option to not come to this pose and come into child's pose instead. Last breath here. Good, taking the right hand back down and then walking yourself out so you're back in your down dog. Next, inhale, left heel lift up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the left knee, stack the left hip on top of the right. Make circles with that left knee. Find space in the hip. Next, inhale, lengthen left leg. Exhale, step left foot in between the hands. Lower your right knee to the ground. The inhale lifts the arms up. Holding for 3 breaths. Again, pressing down through the left foot. Don't let yourself sink into your hips. Keep supported through your pelvis and feel that line of energy lift up through your core. One more breath in. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Rotate to the left side, right elbow over to left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to rotate, look over your left shoulder. Belly draws away from left thigh. Press into your hands to find a little bit more rotation through the upper back. Keep the inner thighs drawing together. One more breath in. Exhale, take hands to the floor. Step right foot up to the top of the mat. Lengthen through spine, halfway lift flat back. Exhale, fold yourself forwards. Inhale, take the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center. Just find your breath again. Make sure it's feeling like it's flowing through your body. And we're going to do that same sequence just without the breaths in between. So finding your breath again. Inhale, the arms lift up. Exhale, fold yourself forwards. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take the hands down. Step right foot to the back of the mat. Left foot joins. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga or knees and chest. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to take the pelvis up and back. Inhale, right heel lift up. Exhale, bend right knee, stack the hips. Inhale, lengthen right leg. Exhale, step right foot in between the hands. Inhale, exhale, lower left knee to the ground. The inhale lifts the arms up. Exhale, rotate to the right side. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step left foot up to the top of the mat. Lengthen spine, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold straight away forwards. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step left foot to the back of the mat, right foot joins. Lower Chaturanga or knees and chest. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to send the pelvis up and back. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, bend left knee, stack left hip on top of right. Inhale, lengthen left leg. Exhale, step left foot in between the hands. Lower right knee to the ground. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, rotate to the left side. Inhale here. Exhale, take hands to the ground. Step right foot up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Lovely. So take the hands onto the hips now. Bring your toes together. Leave a tiny gap in the heels. Sorry, that just means your legs are internally rotating slightly, so you can use your glutes a little bit more. So you're going to bend the knees. Keep the inner thighs drawing together. So you're squeezing them in as well as wrapping the glutes around towards each other. Then keeping the knees bent, just look down towards your toes. Check that you can still see your toes beyond your knees. Then try to tuck your tailbone under and feel your pelvis tuck, so your pubic bone is lifting up. Rib cage is drawing down to hips, and if it feels okay to extend the arms, extend them. We're just here for one more breath because I've already been here for ages because I'm chatting. As you exhale, bring hands to heart center. As you inhale, we're going to bring right knee in towards the chest and lengthen up that left leg. As you exhale, we're going to send the right heel back into warrior three. We're going to hold here for 3 breaths. Keep your fingertips reaching back towards your heel and flex your right toes. See if you can dial that right hip down slightly. Keep the left knee slightly bent. One more breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee, right toes find the back of the mat. Inhale, the arms lift for high lunge. We're holding here. Slight bend in the right knee if you need it. Square through the pelvis. Feel your shoulders relax and energy through the fingertips. One more breath here. One more breath in. Exhale, right heel comes to the ground. Open the arms out wide into warrior two. 2 more breaths. One more. Take an inhale. Exhale, left elbow to left thigh. Keep that knee nice and bent. Right arm lifts up towards the ceiling, stretch over towards the left side. Taking a breath in and a breath out. 2 more like that. Keeping the energy through the body. Maybe it's the Ujjayi breath that you're using. And for this last breath, maybe see if you can hover that left elbow away from the left thigh. Feel that shake in the core. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring it all the way up into Warrior Two. As you exhale, windmill the arms down to frame the front foot. Peel your left foot away from the ground. Then send your left heel high into three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring left knee to nose, scoop the belly in. Inhale, left heel lifts up into three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Extend left foot over to right side of mat. Come onto the inside of the right foot, lift the right arm high. Maybe you're starting to take that left foot away from the ground. Hold for another breath. Then right hand comes back down to the floor. Left leg lifts back up into three-legged dog. As you exhale, step left foot in between the hands. Right foot joins at the top of the mat. Lengthen through spine, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold your body forwards. Bring the toes together, leave a tiny gap in the heels, bend the knees, swoop the arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. We're holding here for 3 breaths. Maybe the hands are at heart center or on the hips. Maybe you need to have a little bit of adjustment to make sure the tailbone stays staying down and your pelvis keeps moving backwards. One more breath in. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Lengthen right leg, left knee comes into chest. Flex left foot, left heel flies back into Warrior Three. Holding here, breathing 3 breaths. Stay strong. Your body is more powerful and strong than you think it is. Calm the body with the breath. Take one more breath in. Exhale, fly that left foot back into a high lunge. The inhale lifts the arms up. Stabilize through the legs, inner thighs like they're zipping towards each other. 2 more breaths. Rib cage moving down. Mine always wants to splay out, so really try to scoop it in. 1 more breath in. Exhale, left heel to the ground, open out wide into Warrior Two. 3 breaths. Right elbow comes to right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over towards the front of the room. Not towards the front of the room, whatever way it's going. Going into automatic mode. So for this last breath, see if you can reach your right elbow away from the right thigh. Hold through the core. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, use your breath to bring you back up. Take the hands down to frame the front foot. Peel the right foot away from the ground, then send it up into a 3-legged dog. As you exhale, bring right knee to nose, scoop it in. Inhale, right heel lifts. Exhale, right knee over to left elbow, then extend the right foot over to the left side of the mat. Fallen star, left arm lifts up. Maybe you're hovering that right foot away from the ground. You're still breathing, you're still sort of smiling and relaxing the jaw. 1 more breath in. Exhale, take left hand to the ground. Inhale, we extend right heel, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step right foot in between the hands. Bring left foot up to join it at the top of the mat. Lengthen through spine, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold your body forwards. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up to standing. Exhale, bring hands to heart center and arms down beside the body. We're going to create a little bit more heat in the body now. We're going to do that sequence again, just not holding with the breath. So I'm going to try and catch my breath again. Catch your breath again. When you're ready, bring the toes together. Bend the knees, swoop the arms, inhale Utkatasana. Flow with the breath. Bring the right knee into the chest. Exhale, send the right heel back into Warrior Three. Take an inhale. Fly. Exhale, right foot goes to the back of the mat. Inhale, the arms lift up. Exhale, right heel to the ground. Open the arms out wide. Take a breath in. Exhale, left elbow to left thigh. Right arm reaches over the head. Inhale to bring it back up to Warrior Two. Exhale, hands take down to frame the front foot. Inhale, left heel lifts up into 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to nose scoop. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, left knee over to right elbow. Extend left foot over to the right side of the mat. Inhale, the right arm lifts up. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Inhale, left heel lifts back up. Exhale, step left foot in between the hands. Right foot joins at the top of the mat. Lengthen through spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, take the arms all the way up into your Utkatasana, bend the knees. As you exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, left knee comes into the chest. Really feel your body flow with breath. Exhale, take it back into warrior three. Take an inhale. Exhale, land that left foot at the back of the mat. Inhale, the arms lift up. Exhale, open out into warrior two. Take an inhale. Exhale, right elbow to right thigh, left arm reaches over the head. Inhale, bring it back up to warrior two. Exhale, take the hands down to frame the front foot. Right heel lifts up into three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose, scoop. Inhale, right heel lift. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Extend it over to the right left side. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Exhale, left hand to the ground. Inhale, right heel lifts up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step right foot in between the hands. Left foot joins at the top of the mat. This time, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend the knees and fold. Let your head feel really heavy. Let your knees generously bend. Maybe hug the thighs. And taking the hands to the floor, bend the knees. If you can balance here, take a balance. If not, just keep the fingertips to the floor for stability. Bring the hands onto the thighs. You can face the palms up to surrender and maybe close the eyes. So there's still activation in your body. You're still working. But you can start to find a little bit of serenity and let the breath flow. From here, crow pose, take the hands to the floor, open the knees out wide, scoop the knees into the tops of the arms, or you can bring them into the armpits. So if you're new to crow, just looking forward, bringing the weight onto the hands, just have a little play around with taking the toes away from the floor one by one. If you're in your crow, looking forwards, making sure the weight is drawing forwards. Oh, I'm a little bit shaky at the moment, tired. Take deep breaths in and see if you can shoot your legs back into Chaturanga. Inhale to lift up and exhale to take it all the way back into down dog. Now if you went with me before for the twist, walk your hands back just a hand length towards your feet. Left hand goes over to right thigh, calf or ankle. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to rotate underneath that right arm. Just 3 breaths. One more breath in, and let the exhale bring you down into a child's pose. Nice guys, so let the hips come down to the heels, let your head come down to the mat, and take your elbows towards the ground. Really feel your torso spread around the thighs, like everything's draping over. Really let yourself feel heavy. Maybe a little sway. Maybe you want to adjust yourself here. I really like giving yourself a little bit of massage and feeling that spread across the back. Every exhale takes you deeper. Well done guys. Bringing the fingertips to the floor, rolling the body back up. So we're going to take the hands forwards, tuck the toes, lift the hips, come back into your down dog. Knees slightly bent if you need them, tailbone reaching up. As you inhale, take the right heel up, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, bring your right foot close towards your hands. So we're going to go for a little forward fold here. So I want you to lengthen up your right leg until you start to round through the spine. So if you're here, come back to here, lengthening the spine and bending the knee. Take an inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold. Option to take that left heel to the ground and maybe start to flex the right toes. Maybe having a little play around at lifting the hands away from the floor, taking a flying forward fold. Keep the right heel pressing down, keep active through the back of the right leg. Take another breath in and let the exhale bring you back down. Press the hands down. Send your right knee to the inside of your right wrist. Slide your left toes back and bring yourself into a pigeon pose. Find your pigeon pose. It might look like this, or it might look like this. 2 right angles, folding forwards. If that doesn't feel good either, your pigeon might look like this instead. Same stretch, just different weight. You're going to take another 3 breaths in your variation of pigeon. Really allow the mind to follow the breath all the way in and out. You're walking the hands back. You're going to drop onto the right hip. Externally rotate the left leg and draw the right heel in towards the groin. Take your left hand onto your right thigh. Right arm is going to lift up and take a stretch over towards the left toes. Don't worry if you get the wrong leg of what I'm saying, but just make sure that you've got the opposite leg when we go to the other side. So just remember, take a little mental note. You can move around the arm if it feels good to. Use the inhale to bring the body back up. Take the right hand to the floor behind you. Push the hips forwards, rise right up onto the right shin and come into your baby wild thing. Really nice way to stretch out the front body, but make sure you've still got a little bit of length and activation through the back body. 1 more breath in. Exhale, bring it back down to the floor. Wrap your left foot over to the right thigh. Then you're going to go for a twist, left fingertips to floor behind, right arm wraps across the body. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to rotate. Feel like you're drawing your belly away from your left thigh. If you can, if you feel stable, start to hover that left hand away from the ground. Maybe if you feel stable there, start to hover that right hand away from your thigh. Take another breath in, lengthen. Exhale to try and rotate more, keeping the hands away from the body. And maybe if you want to go for the bind, if it's available, taking left arm behind the back, right arm over the left thigh, making sure you're not forcing anything. It should feel like a nice stretch in the outer hip. It should feel like a nice stretch as well for your shoulder and rotation through the spine. 1 more breath in. Exhale, let's unravel. Take it over to the right side. Bring the body back up. Take the left foot forwards, send the right leg back. So you're going to take your right knee to the ground. We're going to come into lizard. You can either stay here, or you can start to take your left hand onto the inside of your left leg, flex the left toes, draw the left knee out to the side. If you're happy here, maybe bending up your right knee. Taking your left arm up first to find space, then taking left hand onto right toes and drawing the right heel in for a nice quad stretch. Keep reaching up and away from your joints on the right arm. 1 more breath in. Exhale, release your right leg with control. Take left hand back onto the floor. Left foot to the ground. You're going to squeeze your left knee into the top of your left arm and lengthen your back leg. You can just go straight back into down dog, or you can start to scoop the belly in, lift that left foot away from the floor, either holding here or starting to bring your weight forwards into an arm balance. Maybe starting to extend the legs, and then jump it back into your Chaturanga. Inhale to lift up, and exhale, taking the pelvis up and back. If you need a rest, take a rest. If you want to go a little deeper, it's Dolphin. Bring the tips of your thumbs together, elbows in line with shoulders, lift the hips, walk the feet close towards the elbows. Let your head feel heavy, lift the pelvis up, bend in the knees if you need to. Keep the core scooping in. One more breath. And lower the knees to the ground. Bring yourself back up into your downward facing dog. Inhale, the left heel lifts. Exhale, bring left knee to the inside of the left. Nope. We're going to set the left foot in between the hands. Go for the stretch first. Fingertips to the ground. Left leg lengthens. Find length through the spine. Try not to curve in. If you're curving again, bend the left knee to find more space. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold forwards. You might want to reach the right heel to the ground. Maybe you're flexing the left toes. And maybe you're starting to hover the hands away from the ground. And when you're in this tricky balance, the concentration is all on the body. So can you really slow the breath down? One more breath in. And exhale, release it out. Take the left leg now into Pigeon Pose. Slide the right leg back. So find your pigeon. Maybe it's lying down like this. Or maybe it's bending up both knees and folding forwards. Or maybe it's lying on your back with the left leg crossed over the right. 3 more breaths in your variation of pigeon. Walking the hands back. Then you're going to externally rotate the right leg. Left heel is going to come in towards the groin. I'm going to turn around so I've not got my back to you. But you've got the left heel in, right leg extended. Do the opposite if you had the opposite the other side. Right hand on left thigh. Left arm lifts up. Take a stretch over towards the right side. Keep both sit bones heavy. And try to open up the chest so the stretch is coming right into the side body. Keep the right foot flexed. Use the inhale to bring the left arm back up. Left hand to the floor behind you. Push the hips forwards. Reach the right arm up and back. Keep lengthening through the lower back as well as through the front body. Find space in every joint that you possibly can, in between the vertebra, the bones that make up your spine, in your shoulders, in your hips. Then take the pelvis back down to the floor. Right leg crosses over the left leg. You're going to take the right fingertips to the floor behind you. Left arm wraps across the body. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to rotate. Keep that right sit bone heavy. And if you can, start to hover that right arm away from the ground. Using the strength of your core to hover the left arm away from the right leg. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, rotate just a little further. One more breath in. And exhale, release it out to the side. Then you're going to step your right foot forwards, left leg back. Lower your left knee to the ground. Staying here in lizard, or taking your right hand to the inside of your right leg and opening that knee slightly out to the side. Stretch out the hips. Keep your right foot flexed. Maybe you're bending your left knee, drawing the left heel in towards the bum cheek. Right arm lifts up first to find space, then take hold of your left toes, draw them in, get a good quad stretch. Maybe find a little bit more rotation through the spine. One more breath in. Exhale, release that left leg. Take right hand back down to the floor. Turn right knee back in. Press hands down, lengthen back leg. Peel the right foot away from the ground. Keep it scooping in, holding here, going for the arm balance if you've got it, and then taking it back into your final vinyasa flow. Inhale to lift the chest forwards, and exhale to take the pelvis up and back. Look forward towards the fingertips, bend the knees, step or jump to seated. Once you're there, bring the knees into the chest, bow pose. Hold with the breath. Keep reaching the chest up, the fingertips forwards. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, only do this if you feel like you've got a strong core. If not, take the feet to the floor and then roll yourself down. If you're feeling strong in the core, start to scoop your belly in, lower your lower back to the ground, start to lengthen your legs. And we're going to take it very slowly with control, all the way down until we come to a little boat pose here. Take another breath in, and exhale, we release it out. Let go of all effort in your body now. Let go of the effort in your abdominals. Feel the muscles that have been scooping up the whole time to keep you supported. Relax. And we're going to end with a little happy baby, a little one. You're going to bring your knees into the chest, turn your knees out to the side, take your hands onto the front of your ankles or your shins. Just give your body a little sway from side to side. Let the effort release around your legs. Take the first two fingers around the big toes. Full happy baby, if that feels comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable with the fingers on the toes, hands onto shins or onto thighs instead. Take a variation that is good for your hips. We've all got different structured hips. So what feels good for one person might feel terrible for another. So experiment, have a little move around, have a little play, see what feels right. And then slowly bringing the feet back in. Bring the knees back together. Flopping the arms out to the side. Finding the feet on the mat. And slide your legs forwards. And come to rest in Shavasana. And once you're in Shavasana, take a long and deep breath in. Fill the lungs all the way up, expand. And let a sigh out the mouth. Feel tension drain from the body. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh out the mouth. Last time, inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh out the mouth. Now just let your breath return to normal. Maybe the lips are closed, maybe the lips are slightly apart. Let all of the goodness that you just did soak into your muscles and into your bones and into your mind. Notice how the nervous system feels calm and relaxed, allowing your body to relax, allowing your mind to soften. Follow 3 breaths. stay where you are, lying down, flat on your back, enjoying this moment. Noticing how your bones feel heavy. Noticing how your muscles feel soft and your tendons and ligaments feel soft. Feeling soft around the forehead and the eyes. Imagine now that your breath is travelling down through your legs and into your toes. And imagine the breath travelling through your arms into your fingers. And as the breath travels around the body, imagine that the oxygen in your blood is being transferred into your muscles, so nourishing and nurturing and allowing your muscles to get stronger and more powerful. Feel that in your body. And feel the breath relaxing the muscles around the scalp. Every exhale you get a little bit more heavy, a little bit more grounded, a little bit more connected. And as you start to feel more grounded, you start to feel more secure in who we are. Being secure in who you are doesn't necessarily mean you've got your shit together, doesn't necessarily mean that you've got everything